Hi everyone and welcome to a top table gaming video. I'm Steve obviously, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the new SBG magazine. This is issue number 12, which I have been very kindly sent by my compadre Mr. Damian and also Thomas Harrison, who is co-creator in this amazing magazine. We've done reviews of these magazines on the channel before. If you've seen those, you know what to expect. If you haven't seen those and you don't know what these are, let me enlighten you. If you are a Middle-earth SBG player, this is a must-have. This magazine is fantastic. It's been going for many years now, and every issue, I say this a lot, but every issue just gets better and better and better. They're really kind of honing their craft in creating a fanzine which kind of hits all the spots that you want it to hit as a hobbyist and wargamer and painter. It's got everything you want in there. Even if you don't play Middle-earth SBG, there's plenty of stuff in there that I think if you're a gamer or a hobbyist, you will find of interest for sure. So, as I said, this is issue number 12. And this is kind of celebrating 20 years of the Fellowship. This started on issue 11, and Damian does say in the introduction that originally it was going to be one issue which covered the 20-year anniversary, but there was just so much that they wanted to cover. They couldn't squeeze it all into one magazine. So they decided issue 12 was going to follow on from issue 11 in the same vein, and they were going to get like a double issue out of that. So as well as all the usual interviews and guides that are in here, the main thing, the coolest thing I think, is it continues the campaign scenario. So there's like a linked battle report which is made up of smaller battle reports that follows the journey of the Fellowship. It's at this point where the Fellowship is kind of getting to enter Moria and they go on from there, but I'll cover a little bit more about that as we go on. What I don't want to do, I'm going to keep the camera on me, so you're going to have to put it in my mug for the duration of this video. I don't want to show you all the pages. I might show you quick snapshots like that, but I don't want to do a close-up of the magazine. I don't want to ruin anything for you, because you really have to see it to believe it, and having it in hand is massively different than just trying to zoom in and resharpen images you found on the internet. It doesn't do it any justice. So go and pick up one of these. All the links that you will need to be able to pick up one of these magazines will be in the description below, so check those out. But yeah, let's get stuck in. So this starts off with a few words from Damian in the Doctor's Corner thing, and he talks a lot about when he first seen the Fellowship, going to see the movie, and kind of the emotions that evoked, and the journey it started him on from that very moment, through starting to collect all the miniatures, going to tournaments, joining the Great British Hobbit League, up until being part of this, as well as other things, a host on the GVHL podcast, a host with myself on Battle Streams in Middle-earth, and just doing lots and lots of things. He's had many accolades, Mr. O'Byrne, as well as being a Warhammer hero, which was really nice that he got that, because he has done a hell of a lot for the hobby. And I honestly think Damian and a number of other names involved, the hobby wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for them. So I think that was very well deserved. He's also not too bad at playing the game. He's won many events. I come very close to winning the Great British Hobbit League one year. Yeah, he's done spectacularly well, and he was used to be known for bringing his Isengard army, which was very powerful back in the day. But Damian these days is a lot more of a fluffy player, and he tends to go with a really cool theme, paint and build an army to take to events, and he does really well with them. Damian's a very capable player, and anyone who's played against him will know that you will have a very good competitive game, but it's a lot of fun, and he just makes it a lot of fun. So I doff my cap to you, Mr. O'Byrne, for doing that. One of the guest article writers in this magazine is Mr. Rob Cron from the States, and he writes an article which is all about, I was featured on a similar article a couple of issues ago, and it's where they get guests in to talk about their favourite character, and Rob is going to talk about Boromir, and it's a really interesting article where it goes from what he likes about the character, what he likes about playing Boromir in game, and talks about the story of Boromir from when we first meet him right up until his death at Amon Hen. So it's very cool. Do check that out. Also, Mr. Harry Parkhill, which if you're in the Great British Hobbit League, you'll know Harry from Entmoot. You'll know him from the Great British Hobbit League posts, and you will have seen him or bumped into him or even played him at the many events that he does attend. And Harry does a really nice article, which is a tactica for the Fellowship. And reading the intro, They had to send this article back to Harry because obviously there was an update with the Fellowship Legendary Legion for him to update his article to read, for us to read and get the most of. And it's a really cool article. I think he's done a really good job, and it's really in-depth and thorough. So big thumbs up there, Harry. Well done, mate. Also, we have the usual painting masterclass, which Mr. Kev Lawrence of Shadow and Flame fame does. I think he's done one for every magazine, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he's done one for every magazine. And he covers also, again, Boromir. So in the issue 11, he covered Frodo, which was a great article. And I've actually kind of, I've screenshotted it and I've got it up because I do have a couple of Frodos that I need to paint. And I want to use that guide because his Frodos look awesome. Kev's an awesome painter. If you've seen any of his stuff, you'll know what we're talking about. If you haven't seen it, search Shadow and Flame on Facebook and you'll see some of the stuff. And talking about Shadow and Flame and Kev's paint jobs and some of the stuff he has on there, they also have a lot of conversions and models that you may not see or may not recognise from Middle-earth. And that is due to Kev's partner, Shadow and Flame, Mr. Dave Fredericks. And Dave also had a part in this magazine, and I am not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it, but Dave recreated the Argonath. Not only recreated the Argonath, he modelled the little boats that had the Fellowship in them, movie accurate to who was in which boat with who, etc. like that. But it's absolutely mind-blowing, and it's the centre spread in this magazine. So I do recommend. I mean, I'm looking at it now. The photography again is Tom's partner, Lily. Her dad does all the photography, and it's absolutely stunning. It's just, yeah, it's great. You've got to see it to believe it. But this centre spread is mind blowing when you see the scale of which this model has been built. So do check that out. And again, just congratulations to Dave for again blowing my mind with some of the stuff that he creates. It looks awesome, my friend. And then from there we go to the campaign. And they start off at the Gates of Moria. They move through from the Gates of Moria through to Balin's Tomb, then onto the Dwaradelf, the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, and then onto Amon-Hen. And they flow really nicely. It's a really nice read, and it's a good chunky read as well. So there's plenty there to keep you occupied with a nice cup of tea and a plate full of biscuits. And that is my review of the SBG magazine. Again, it's quite hard to review magazines because you don't want to give too much away. But anyone who has any copies of these will tell you that it is superbly put together. It's a great magazine. I know personally how much effort goes into making these, and I think it shows. And it's not. I'm not just saying that because Damian's a good pal of mine. They're a great magazine. If you like Lord of the Rings, you're gonna love it. If you play SBG, you're gonna love it. If you paint miniatures, you're gonna love it. If you're just interested in seeing some cool hobby, you're gonna love it. There's nothing not to love. And there's just some really nice takes on different points of view about the hobby and how they started in the hobby and where it's took them in their journey up until this point. So yeah, so do check that out. Again, all the links will be below for you guys to reach out and find out how you can get your hands on these. And I urge you to do so. Like I said, there's 12 issues now. They do currently, I do know because I streamed with Damian only a couple of days ago and someone asked him, they do currently have every issue in stock. They don't always have them all in stock, so if you want them, I would say go and get them now. They kind of, when they run out, they'll buy them. They'll buy more stock as the desire, the people are contacting them. They don't want to be sat on a load of stock. This isn't a big, company that produces magazines. This is just two guys who do it because they love it, so that they don't have the means to carry a lot of stock. So I do know they have every issue in stock currently, so if you want one, get onto them. Check the links below. They do have a website as well. Check that out. And yeah, don't forget, if you want to see more from Damian and myself, go and check out Battle Streams in Middle-earth. If you search that on YouTube, you'll find that channel. We stream every fortnight, and it's always to do with an issue of Battle Games in Middle-earth. We go through the issue, paint miniatures, have a little drink, have a little snack, have a lot of fun, and it's just a great place to hang out and share your hobby with everyone. So that's it from me. I will see you in the next video. I think it's either been before this or it'll be the one after this. We have a little announcement. We have a new host on the channel, and it's kind of a rebirth from the flames. This will be the phoenix coming out of the flames. We've got some stuff that we want to do on the channel, and now there's 3 of us. There's nothing to stop us. It's been a long time coming. We've had a little bit of a break, so I do apologise for that. But going forward, we're looking forward to getting loads of stuff on camera, doing lots of battle reports, reviews, and things like that. So I will see you then. Take care.